Good afternoon. Just gonna do a real quick one out in the yard. Thanks for joining me for this one. Got some really neat ones out here. Some painted totems that still have some pretty neat carved in colorful eyes. Very defined noses. This is not just the totem fella. You can see how he's painted and things on there, but there's also a couple other things. So this rust red color, you might be able to see some petroglyphs and things of eyes and stuff in there. That ochre paint is made by crushing up rocks that have a lot of iron in them. And so they were creating this ochre paint. Make yellow and orange. They're painted their quartz with it. Move this around a little bit in the sun so you can see how the nose is chiseled out there. It's a lot of other things too, so you might be seeing different images and different profiles. If you look closely though, you'll see these little carved in eyes. You'll see lots of carvings. You can kind of see that one on the bottom there in the red really well when I tilt it like this. So we know what cave art is. This is a piece of the cave that they took with them, right? It's also large birds. The crest would be up top here and the beak on the right hand side. This big top hat bird is a common theme at the site here in North Carolina that's currently being ignored. The whole reason for the channel and all these videos and everything is to try to get this site recognized. You can see that there's a carved in eye here. There's going to be a little profile image and the rest of this is going to be a big headdress. I'm going to try not to touch this too much because there's so much on it. I don't want to go ahead and rip it off. But you can see the carving there for the eye. You see that? I'll put it right directly in the middle of the screen. And there's an image there with a very tall headdress. Like crazy tall, right? You can see the black band now representing like the top of the headdress there. These are not going to stay the way they are forever. I'm going to try my best to preserve these as much as I can, but just in showing them to you guys, you know, things get destroyed. Paint, like the gateway piece paint has, you know, completely come off of there now, for the eye at least. They're not, you know, these things are super old and they really need to belong in a museum, or need to go into a museum rather, or somewhere where everyone else can see them, or, you know, maybe there could be some funding to, you know, provide some kind of space at the, you know, wherever they belong. This is Triangle Head archetype. He's in really good shape as well. This is carved in eye. We went through him, but this is a new one. He's got that same tab on top. That's the characteristics. He's like a triangle head. A lot of people, and even in some stories from ancient America, like the old Native American stories, talk about aliens. So these are possibly the alien head archetypes. Who knows? Take a look at this really interesting one here. We've got a couple to show you. I'm going to try to keep it kind of short. You see how this is a portrait, a right side profile. You can see little glowing eyes and you'll see lashes and things coming out. The face is going to be recessed. I'm not going to point out everything to you guys. Just take a look. Like a Princess Leia type hair. And then one on the left side as well. You can see the carvings, the diamond shaped eyes. So, as we were saying before, these cardinals all kind of represent, or these birds rather, represent the same kind of things. You know, I live in North Carolina and they are doing some kind of fireman rally or something like that over there, so they're shooting their automatic weapons as a show of you know, dominance and force since we've militarized the police. Really cool, right? So here we go. We got some kind of totem shaped eye guys. Sorry, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the bird. So that is the archetype of a bird, like a big hen. Right side beak, little tab on the beak there. It's like a whole bird. The big headdress guy with his face in the bottom there. This guy's diamond-shaped eye on the very top is pretty chiseled in, so he's easy to see. That's kind of why I brought him out. This is another very interesting one. There's a lot on it. This one is really the one for the video. The reason for the video is because I found this one. This one is another very, like when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. Not sure exactly which side is the most easiest to see. I think it might be that side we were just looking at, but look on the right side here, you'll see the circle right there for an eye. Of course, we see the nose and then the mouth and the chin there. This is a portrait or a small statue of probably a woman. Looks like all of her hair coming back here. I'm gonna go ahead and move her around just a little bit to try to change the shadows here. Go ahead and, so that you can see those details and then kind of remember those details whenever I tilt it, you know? You gotta move it around quite a bit and then you can tilt it away and then you can see how it really represents a person. It's gonna be a left side profile as well. Trying to keep these shadows right. The sun's getting a little too high in the air, but maybe that just works, that silhouette. So you can see the silhouette of a person right there. Cover up her face with a shadow, but let's go ahead and let it out there. Hope it's focusing for you guys. It's a little bright out here, but this is a portrait of a beautiful person. I mean, they're quite crafty. If you guys watch this and look at it for long enough, if you're not seeing it, you will see it, especially if I get it in the right direction. Portraits and profile images on every edge of these. Different kinds, men, women, characters. I care about this a lot, guys. We're in my garage there. I'm gonna be using my whole garage as a research studio, putting out tables, putting all these things up high enough to where I can easily see them and categorize them and continue this research. So if you guys are interested in helping, send me an email. You know, I have a couple people helping me with emailing archaeologists, and I'm doing my own outreach as well. So whatever you guys think might be a good idea to try to do to get this stuff recognized, let me know. I'm interested in hearing it. All the best.